The UNM Cancer Center has just received $4.9 million in grant money from the National Institutes of Health, which is going to help the center in the process of finding new drugs that work faster and basically better for patients. And here with more on this wonderful grant and the Cancer Center's plan is Dr. Tudor Oprea, scientist at UNM Cancer Center. Good morning, doctor. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning.
First off, congratulations on this grant. How does it feel to receive? I mean, we're talking about a large amount of money here, $4.9 million.
Yes, it's very exciting. It's been very difficult to get to this spot.
Sure.
But getting $4.9 million will help us finance more research and make better drugs for all the patients.
Wow, that is fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about the National Institutes of Health. This is actually who gave you the grant, right? This is the organization that is providing the grant. What are they about?
So the National Institute of Health are the premier institution that funds research in the United States. They have 27 institutes and
huge,
and centers, and they fund all sorts of biomedical research.
So let's talk specifically about this grant and what exactly you're going to do with it.
We are going to prioritize drugs and targets to try to identify the relationship between these drugs or medicines, and as I prefer to call them, and diseases, because a lot of diseases are not actually addressed by drugs. So there's about 75% of diseases do not have a medicine.
That's interesting. So this is not just this is not going to just help in researching cancer. This is going to help a number of diseases.
So cancer is one of the most important diseases that affects the U.S. population, and the UNM Cancer Center does a great job addressing the population of New Mexico. But we actually get support from the Health Sciences Center at UNM and the Department of Internal Medicine, and we are quite general in all the diseases that we try to cover.
Wow, and I'm sure the grant process is not easy. I know you guys have, I mean, to be awarded it, that's one thing, but you have to go through the process. Can you talk to us a little bit about what that was like for you guys?
So let me tell you, it's very competitive, and I recognized how competitive it was. I was on vacation in Mexico, and I got support from my family to actually get it going. So about 8 days out of 10, I did not go to the beach.
Oh
so
my goodness, you were working on your vacation.
Correct.
Wow.
But it's very exciting, and it's going to lead us to discover new medicines for patients.
Now, is there a specific project or one project specifically that you all have identified that will help you guys through this, the implementing and allocating how you're going to use the money?
So we're trying to establish relationships between all diseases and all drugs. And some of these relationships are very difficult to identify.
Sure.
And we're using a lot of computational models to do this. It's a technology called machine learning. So think IBM, Watson, Jeopardy. So we're trying to develop tools that will help us get there with computers as well as with human support.
Wow, that's fascinating. And all of this, of course, at the end of the day, benefits the patients, right? I mean, patients at the end of the day are receiving the benefits of all of this.
So the patients will benefit in two ways. In the short term, it's a process that we call drug repurposing, which is finding new uses for old drugs. And in the long term, we will find new medicines that will lead to better and faster and more effective.
That is fantastic. Well, congratulations. For more information on the grant that UNM Cancer Center has just received, the projects that Dr. Oprea has been talking about, and a recap of all of this, we have made it very easy for folks to learn. Just go to our website, krqe.com, and click on links. Doctor, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.